Okay, I said I'd figure this out. So we're gonna have to do this all in one shot here because of the small amount of items we have. But there will be a KOtober. Better or worse. And again, I must remind you all these are things to be avoided. In fact, I have something, a little bit of a story behind this figure right here. But here we go. One more KOtober coming up. God help us all. Anyway, starting off with these transforming robots from Creative Kids. If they're really that creative, they come up with a better name. Anyway, we have 4 figures in this line. A movie star Scream, which we all know is crap, so we'll leave that alone. Some sort of either Optimus Prime or Nemesis Prime from the Generations line. A Prime RC, Transformers Prime RC anyway. And a movie Leadfoot. And oh dear lord, what monstrosities we have here. We'll start with the Leadfoot because that looks like the easiest way to get to. Oh, let's see. Okay, let's see. Your loose knee joints, grand clamp hands. Okay. Jesus, even for the ripoff of the Legends, this is terrible. Red and black with something resembling ball joints. Separation here on the body and nothing else. Okay, let's get this into robot mode here. Okay, so these have to fold. Can they properly fold inward? That's a good question. Okay. Can they even do what it is asked of it? Because it ain't looking that way. Okay, so you can't fold them in all the way. You have to kind of fold them in like that. Kind of like he's punching himself in the face. Lovely. Oh, and this one's got a super tight, so it's likely to break. Wondrous. Okay, and let's see here. Oh, that's a good sound. That didn't sound like anything cracking. Okay, and wheels do not move. And can't even... Okay, you can get the robot mode to the vehicle mode. It just can't do much else. Because it is a piece of garbage. Okay. It can get there. But it's nothing worth it running on that. Moving on. Prime. Another here. Okay, looking at it, this is definitely the latter generation's version with the Legends. Okay, yeah. Okay, so then we'll flip that back, that, and all of this. Okay, wheels do move. So this is competent. But seriously, how badly can you mess... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I've seen how badly they can mess up. Even a Prime. Well, this is at least something you can play with if you are so inclined. But I wouldn't. Okay. Finally, we have this travesty of an RC here. Okay, let's see. Now, they had a hard time making this work given the budget that Hasbro has. I don't have a lot of faith in this. Okay, let's see now. What happens when it looks... Okay. Okay. Properly in robot mode, it still looks like... Still looks pretty bad, but it... Again, one of those robot modes that doesn't really have a chance. Okay. Let's see now. So I got that part in. These. Now for the ugly business. Provided it can even do that. Ah. Okay. So this goes like One of these things, I say one of these things has got to be a chicken. Okay. Alright. Okay, here we go. Now we're at least where we need to be. And, oh Lord, that is just... Yeah, that is as sad as I anticipated it being. Then again, this is based off the Legends one, so, well, what hope did this thing have? Wheels are supposed... Okay, there they go. They do spin, but they don't hold in place. Alright. So, we have... All three of these are sad in their own way. But one is just saddled with piss poor engineering, regardless of the version. This is just utter garbage. And this is... meh. It doesn't do anything offensive, but it doesn't do anything real special either. Honestly, I should have just saved that $3 and spent it on a hamburger. Okay, moving on. Finally we have the one and only combiner this year. But we have a very special story to go along with it. So, as you probably know, I go to Tuesday morning. I try Big Lots, but they seem to be more interested in carrying actual legitimate product in my area. So, here's where I went. They had new stock in. And one of the employees asked if I was a collector. I responded as such. She pointed me to the end cap where that had this and the other toys from last year and the years prior. Here's where it gets fun. She described these items as collectibles. This person was either completely delusional or completely full of crap. She even suggested that these could be scalped for higher prices. I barely want to pay the $6 that these things cost now. Why would I want someone else to pay more for this shit? Sorry. Anyway, that's the end of the story. Back on to things at hand. Anyway, here we have the land, sea, air, and, well, you see the land, you see the air, but where's the sea? Well, it's kind of on the back, kind of really, really buried, because this is a 6-part combiner, most likely part of the MicroMasters line, and number 2 here is a land to sea boat, and we see an airplane, a space shuttle, a truck, a car, and a garbage truck. Yeah. I imagine in the original form this would at least be acceptable, but I don't really have high hopes for this. And for some reason they included an extra non-transforming vehicle in the form of a helicopter. Again, from the Polyfect Toys. So, we know what to expect from these jokers, don't we, kids? Let's move on. Okay, let's get this thing out of the package, see what happens. I always do this because you never know when you're going to capture the magic of things falling apart right out of the box. Okay, tray. So now here's the helicopter. Okay, here's Billy. It does spin, but it doesn't do a whole hell of a lot else. Oh, but it does have components that make it look like it's another robot, at least in terms of the head. So this poor soul was once something that was supposed to transform, but no more. Anyway, let's get this thing out of here. Okay, that fell off. Does it go back on easily? Does it go back on, period? Not easily. But it does do it. Okay. Alright, so you're going to have to futz with these plates constantly with this thing. Grand. Okay. Let's see here. Articulation. Okay. There's the shoulder pads, but they do have ball joint for the shoulder. Legs can go outward. Oh, and ball joint for the hips, so they can move forward. So that's at least something, I guess. Yeah, but these are gonna be in your way constantly. Lovely. And obviously they showed guns on the packaging, but I don't think that's, made one gun. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Moving on. Let's get this thing separated out and see if there's anything actually worth the time. So, head, arm, okay. Nose cone comes off of there. That's bloody wonderful. Okay. Does it reattaches easily? Okay, yes it does. Right, so feet. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this thing does not have a robot mode. It ought to, but it doesn't. Lovely. Okay, here we go. It does have a vehicle mode, at the very least, with missing components. Grand. Okay, these two are bricked. They are effectively useless. Okay. Okay, here we go. Looks like we finally have one complete robot. Such as it is, and it is absolute trash. Jesus. Okay. Okay, it can hold the massive gun, though. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Let's see here now. This has no robot mode because it is bricked. Is it at least a decent plane? It is at least a plane. And, okay, now for the other individual. Let's see here. Okay, so the arms can at least become robots with big feet. This is not a collector's item. This is a travesty. Okay, can he hold a gun? Yes. So there is literally all the play value goes into parts that wasn't intended to be. Yes, it has articulation in combiner mode, but it's completely useless. This is unacceptable. I realize I didn't know what I should have been expecting in the first place, but this is just... Boy, it's a good thing I didn't waited till now to pick this stupid thing up, because it is just utter garbage. Okay, let me just try something here. Let me see if I can at least get this thing into vehicle mode, see if there's anything salvageable about it. Okay. Oh, and one of the stickers. I only had one. Okay, I only had one sticker. Wonderful. Yeah, that's how it goes, but wheels don't move, so it's pretty much trash. Okay. What about you? How will you disappoint me? Okay. By effectively having no wings to begin with. Alright. Yeah. So this is... Wait a minute. What about... No, that's not going to work. Okay, this doesn't have wings in the photo either. It should, but it doesn't. And these two parts are just kind of... Okay, what about this? Can it even... Can you even, mother humpa? No, you can't. It probably can in... Oh, wait. Why am I trying? Okay, yeah. Okay, so it probably should go like this. In the original, it probably does. Not here. Not ever. And never again. Amazing. This shorter of KOtober, and already somehow I've managed to get very upset about these things when I shouldn't be. Yeah, so I'd imagine that those feet probably go like that in the vehicle mode. So they don't. You can see what it's supposed to do. That's the frustrating thing about this. You see what it was trying to do. With the original, it probably does all these things with some level of confidence. But this is worthless. It's almost as bad as those Devastators. Almost. Fortunately, this is late G1, so there's at least something here. Or at least you can see that there's supposed to be something here. It just ain't there. Oh, brother. Okay, that's all of it. And all of its catastrophe. And I'm gonna call it here. This has been the KOtober special. I am the Deceptiwolf. Free your mind, free your toys, and stay away from this.